I don't really know how to make this video. I've been procrastinating it for like a month now because it's about to get real. But I'm gonna just be authentic. Look, just tell the truth. So I'm just gonna start with who I am. I'm Zay. I'm 24 years old. If you're watching this years from now, hopefully my channel has blown up significantly and I become everything I said I was and wanted to. And hopefully you are as well, or at least on the path to becoming. But right now, it's just me talking to a camera and documenting the journey. And so let me tell you about myself then. Growing up, I moved around a lot, house to house. Didn't really have a stable way of living. But then we ended up settling in New Mexico. We had family there, whatever. And you can say I was raised there. And so growing up, I didn't have a father figure really. So my mom had to pick up the slack, and so did I as the oldest sibling, right? But it put pressure on me to do the right thing, to be a good example, to be disciplined, to lead by example, which was a good thing. But with that, also I had to grow up very quickly for my age. But that led me to the path of a warrior, right? And being interested in all these like nerdy things like anime heroes and ninjas and warriors and fighters and historical figures, not just because they were strong or anything like that, but it was because they displayed a sense of mastery over themselves. They were people who were disciplined, calm under pressure, people that you can rely on when things just went left, people that you knew when it was the fourth quarter and times were rough, they'd put everybody on their team on their back and carry them to a win. And that's just the type of person that I wanted to be. I just admired people that dedicated themselves towards self mastery, which I didn't know at the time was really self improvement, but self mastery is way better. So I started teaching myself parkour and I started learning how to do martial arts on YouTube. Then one day at a local boxing gym, I was doing research, trying to find some free training because we didn't have a lot of money growing up. And I saw that a local boxing gym was doing memberships for free for people under 18. And I had to have been like 12, 13 at the time. So my mom put all of us in boxing and I was training, and you know what? Like that was my first love, was boxing. I was a fluffier kid and I ended up having abs, and it taught me so much. I learned so many lessons, and then that's where I ended up meeting my coach, which became like a father figure to me growing up, like from then on. And so being in this tight knit small town city where everybody knew each other, building a reputation, building like, I had good grades in school and all this stuff like that. We moved away from my coach, moved away from boxing, moved away from everything that I knew, and started all over in a completely different state, a bigger city. And in my teenage years, I was rough because it's like I had to start over while discovering who I was. So I spent a lot of my high school years doing that. But no matter what was going on, I always had a relatively active lifestyle. And I was always obsessed with self improvement, although I didn't know it was self improvement at the time. So eventually, over time, got settled into the other state. And me being obsessed with bettering myself throughout my life, I just started to document vlogs and videos of like, me learning languages and stuff like that. And that's where I made my first channel. And that really became like my second love, was making videos and documenting my journey and my thoughts and sharing them with people. And that's where I came up with the warrior class. The idea wasn't to just get in shape, because that's the bare minimum, right? There's plenty of people that are in shape, but they're not charismatic at all. They're socially awkward and they're broke and whatever it is. There's plenty of people that have hella money, but they're not in shape. I wasn't interested in just one thing, but instead becoming a complete man, which is where self-mastery comes in. Mastering the mind, body, spirit, and finances. I wanted to max out all my stats. But the truth is, I haven't always lived like that, even while I was making videos on my old channel before. And so up until recently, I had a really good paying sales job. And I still do. I decided to take a break from it to pursue boxing one last time and to start a business. But the truth is, I was too complacent and I got too comfortable. And so all the money I had accumulated and saved started to run out. And I didn't work hard enough in my business. So I wasn't really making money like that. Things just started to go downhill from there. Now I wasn't able to afford boxing. So I had to stop. And I just closed the book on that chapter. It's over for me. And I accepted that. That's okay. And so I started to hit my lowest point. The stress started to come in. The anxiety started to come in. There was no more work trips. I just couldn't go back to work now. I had to wait for the summer to start. That's where I really hit rock bottom. That's where my account was going on negative, where bills were piling up, where I just randomly cried, where I let myself go physique wise. I was at my worst place and I needed to be there to learn that I'll never be there again. Two things that got me out of it was my mom and my brother really supporting me and believing me even at my lowest point, which kind of hurt even more because I didn't want to let them down. And I knew that like I should be taking care of them, not them taking care of me, you know? And another one was a frenemy slash rival that I have that was talking down to me at that point. It was around the like my birthday time. I just turned 24 in April. So that's how you know how recent it was, because this is what, July. And he was just saying like, you're 24, you haven't done nothing with your life. You haven't accomplished anything. Your goals are too unrealistic. You're a quitter. Don't practice what you preach. Like just saying a whole bunch of stuff. And he said, you're not even living up to 10% of your potential. Boom. And it hit me. My alter ego got awakened, but not in that moment. I went home and thought about it a lot. And I was like, damn, what does my full potential actually look like? So I thought, okay, I got a clear image of what that is. Now I'm going to destroy who I am and become somebody new and reinvent myself. And I'll never be that person that I was at my lowest point ever again. I'm going to reward the people that were there for me, the people that supported me. And now I'm going to do everything that you doubted me on, that you said I couldn't do, and more. And I'm coming for it all. And I'm going to become who I say I am, who I say I will be. Because at that point, I felt like I was a failure. So I really needed to be at that point as a wake-up call, that to let me know like I don't have time. So instead of just waiting until I had everything figured out, I decided to disappear. No more hangouts, really, unless it's with people that are very close, that are, or like that know what's going on. New accounts, and blocked everybody that I knew on them to avoid evil eye and to come back with results and let the results speak for themselves. So right now, I'm rebuilding my physique, getting it to where I want it to be, and I will, becoming more disciplined, growing my personal brand and my business, and becoming better spiritually, becoming mentally fortified, and somebody that my future family can depend on. So years from now, I'm gonna look back on this video and just be amazed at how far I've come. I hope you do the same. This is the journey. I'm documenting everything. And hopefully, or not even hopefully, and eventually, my idea for the warrior class and just my channel in general was the transformation from lowest point to just a straight savage, a warrior, a complete man, you at your 100% potential. What does that look like? And so I'm going to make that transformation, and I'm gonna help other guys do it too. And that's just what I'm documenting. That's just what this channel is about. So welcome to the warrior class. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. If you like what I'm talking about, subscribe and let's get to work. Peace.